Okay, so I'm just hitting this oasis here, and while I do that, I'll just show you we've got two accounts. I've got a feeling the club rating from here is going to be very weak, but if I show you my Jules account, um, also named Grim Reaper, a little bit behind in population, but they're getting there. And hero level 4, same as me, but if you go onto their big map, the club rating from here will be absolutely OP. All of these will be cleared. All of these up here are going to be cleared. They've hit this one, or hitting that one. I think they've hit this one as well. They're going to this one. And then even look at these wood ones. So we're thinking of making that one the club one and making this one a simming one. And the reason we're doing that is mainly an experiment to decide which is the best way to go, whether it's trying to go for a two-party strategy and settle in under 24 hours, or go for a one-party strategy but settle in exactly 24 hours when you get the extra culture points. Once I've got this, I'm going to finish all these to level 4 and then get the residence up, and then I'm going to put the culture points into my like culture point sheet, and then figure out how much it will be for like one party and such. But in the meantime, hopefully, yep, almost 800 of each resource, and then I'm going to go back to that oasis in a sec. But for now, I'm going to grab these and hopefully get the last two croplands, and then I don't know if I'll be able to get all of the iron mines up with this. I might have to wait for my second hit, but luckily the hero will be back momentarily. So yeah, I'm going to build this and I'll be back in a sec. Right, so here's the current state of play. I just hit another oasis here to get some more resources. I finished off all to level 4 and I've just put the residence on, and I'm going for this oasis over here because it's one of the last good ones left. And if we go to simulate raid, you see that we'll get another 720. Excuse me. So what we've decided is that this account is going to be simming, and we're going to make culture points and go for one party here. And as you can see, 160 out of 500, but then add another, so we'll need 290 culture points here, which means we need to build up X amount. I can work it out, X amount, to get party and culture points matching up at the 24-hour mark when the tasks will settle. And then because my jewel has a much better oasis spawn, they are just about to put the residents up and start making club swingers, and we're going to micro raid all of these oases from that account. Just because if we go to my account over here, as you can see, the micro raiding potential is really not that great until you get to say like over here, and it's just too far away. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this one a simming one and the other one a raiding one, and see which one works out better. Right, so this is a good thing to show you actually. This is so my account here, as you can see, I've diverted and gone for these because I've just maxed what I can for now. So I'm going to have to start doing adventures, and if we go to the top 10, I managed to raid 13,600. And if we go to my Jules account over here, they're just about to get the residents up. They've already got clubs on queue, and because of that, I'm straight away going to go and hit this over here. Oh, they've already done that, but as you can see, they're doing that, and they have so many more resources than me still sitting in here. So the plan is going to start get the academy up and go for the two-party strat and micro raiding on this account here. So just building clubs, hitting that oasis, and then do the adventures on here as well. So it's a good way to compare the two accounts, just showing you the difference between a sim-in single party strat and a raid-in double party strat. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I switched my browsers over to the main account now on the really good oasis spawn. As you can see, we're micro raiding, we're building clubs, and if we go over to here, we've got all the crannies to level 3, academy to 7, main building to 10, and we've just hit another oasis over here to give us almost 1,000 of each resource. and we can either go back and clear this off, or there are some crop ones over here we can hit as well, clean them up, and yeah, so we're just going to keep doing that and try and get the academy to 10, get the workshop and the town hall, that's what it's called, up. And then if I show you the other one over here, so fortunately the Oasis raiding really fell off here. This is the last one I can do on this account. And we've got the 3 clubs for micro raiding, and if we go over to here you can see we've got main building to 10, academy 5, embassy 5, all of these to level 3, and I'm going to start working on them to level 7 now. Just because this is going to be a 24-hour settle, this one, just in case our raiding one doesn't pick up. But for now, the raiding one's looking really good. And if we go to top 10 over here, because it doesn't update all the time, as you can see, 26k, 21k there. So we'll have a look at that when it's updated. But we're going to go hit another Oasis, and we're just going to keep on micro raiding. So I'll do an update in a couple of hours. Alright, so I just want to show you this on the raiding account. And raiding's going really nicely. We have built up to 40 clubs now, and we've got the academy going to level 9 because we hit another Oasis, which I think we're going to go back to. So if I go down here, we hit this one here for another 680 of each, and then we've realised if we go back we can send the hero again, and we will end it. We will get another 400 of each resource, but will leave us with 3 HP. So we're just trying to decide if we want to go back to it, because obviously we need the other adventures and such. So, but other than that, what I wanted to show is if we go to the top 10, we are currently rank 1 in raiders per day, and we're up at 3 in resources. We do need to get some more points because we will be able to level the hero up again once we get the academy to level 10. If I go to the general tab, number 5 so far, culture points 11 per day, 17 so far. I don't really know how accurate this is because it's so early on, but I just really wanted to show that top 10. Alright, so back for another quick update. It's been almost 7 hours into the server now, and troop wise we've made 80 clubs, and I think we're gonna stop at that for now because we had to get stable up for hero XP, and then we got the town hall up, and we got the workshop up as well for XP and rewards. And if we go to here, we are 18,000 away from our party. We did our 6th adventure, got the book, and put all the hero points into resources. If I just show you the last 2 raids we did, we got the hero up to level 7, and we hit this one for 920, and then used the ointments, and then came back and hit it again for 680, and now that's us max hero raided. So we're just waiting on the next adventure, which will give resources, and we're still just constantly raiding. And then if we go to the top 10, I don't know how updated it is, but we've done 46,400, last time updated was 42, so we're definitely right up there. And over on the general tab you can see resources per day quite low, but I think it's because I just booked the hero. But so far 2, offensive 6, which is why I'm stopping because I don't want to go for too much more, and culture points 9 and 15. So the reason we're stopping troops is because we want to have the party done in 3 hours, which means once we've done that first party we'll have 12 hours to get all of the settlers up, which is going to be a fun task. It'll mean a lot of raiding with the clubs, and you can see farm lists here. I've just added all the Oasis, and just going by the times I've hit and sending them out. I'm not going any further than 10 fields away at the moment. But yeah, so we're just going to keep on raiding. And if I go over to the res sheet, I'll sort that out for you quickly. Right, there we go, switch back. So as you can see, it will take 21 hours to get the 3 settlers up, but we're hoping with raiding we can bring that down to 12. We'd have to raid an awful lot, but we think we can do it, and we'll get resources from the hero, and also hopefully we'll do the 10 adventures and get some more resources from adventures from then. And culture points way, because we're doing 2 parties, this tab doesn't really matter that much, but it's going to be a right grind to get all the settlers up in 21 hours, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll do a update once we've got the party on. Hi guys, just making this quick update. It is currently 2:40 in the morning, 9.5 hours into the server, and we've just thrown our first party. So if I go to, oh, wrong one. If I go over to culture points tabs now, see at 149. I have definitely overdone the culture points on this account. We did not need so many crannies and such, but it's all a learning experience. Now we've got 12 hours to get the residents and the settlers up. If I go to the raid-in, we're falling behind a little bit with just over 54k when the top people 65, 60. So yeah, we're not doing too badly. This Teuton person probably ahead of us, and yeah, but if we go over here, we're still 18th in population. We stopped at 193. If we go to the general tab, we are currently ranked 6 in resources, 7 in military strength, and first party on the server, I think. So the only thing is if someone's beaten us to it, but they built less culture point buildings. But either way, rank 1 on that. Hi guys, and it's the next day, and just overnight, so it's looking like, well, it is currently 22 hours into the server, and we've done alright. As you can see, if we go over to here, I think, yeah, we dropped off the top 10. These guys are raiding an awful lot, and I think, bear in mind this is the first server I've played, our mistake was building up the culture point buildings here, because if we go, oops, sorry, that's the marketplace. If we go over to the residence here, we have our 3rd settler done in 47 minutes, and if we go to culture points, we only need 72 more, but we're going to get 151 from the party, so I could have actually had 20 culture points less, because when I was doing my calculations, I didn't take into account the extra culture points you get from building up the residence and the town hall and like the stable and such. So you don't actually need the crannies here. So that was a bit of wasted resources which could have gone on troops. Speaking of, I don't think we made enough troops. I think I stopped way too early on building troops. We had 120. But since we're getting ready to do the party, I'm suiciding troops into Oasis. So as you can see over here, I hit this one here, which I found, which was quite nice. So we've got an extra 960 of each resource. And I'm just waiting for all of these troops to come back. And then in 20 minutes, I'm going to send them down to, where was it? This Oasis over here. So I think in total we have 98 left. We did have about 120 before, and if I do that, as you can see, we'll get almost 2,000 of each resource. And party wise, because we need the second party, we're still 1,400 away, and we're just sending another adventure. If I can get these resources and then hit that Oasis, we should be looking at 23-hour settle time, which I don't think is too bad, being this is mine and my Jules' first time trying a 3x server with like the new system and that, so I think we've done quite well. This is a bit of a learning experience anyway. As you can see by the top 10, it looks like the ghouls are absolutely killing it, and it looks like TTs are the way to go, just because with the Oasis micro raiding, what we realised, we were doing quite well overnight, because I stayed up during the night to do that, but then come this morning when more people were on, it started to fall an awful lot. So we're going from averaging about 80 resources per raid a night to down to about 20 to 30 this morning. So I believe getting TTs and spamming them up is the way forward. And because you can send one to an Oasis and just micro raid like crazy. I don't think we did too bad with our 120 club swingers. But I think the other thing I did wrong was, other than building up too many crannies, was I was a bit too trigger happy and partied way too early at about 2:30 in the morning, and then I was like, oh, we can get everything up in 12 hours. Couldn't do. As you can see, we're still waiting on resources for the party. But yeah, so it's been a good learning experience anyway, and hopefully we'll be sending off in about an hour's time, so I'll make an update when that happens. Right, so we got a 23 hour and 20-minute send time, thanks to deciding to suicide our troops onto this oasis. We got the party on, and we sent away. We were having a real struggle deciding where to settle, because we don't know how close we are, because we've got extra culture points. But if we go to the general tab, rank 8 in resources, rank 1 in culture points, and people won't have the daily yet, so people will be at least another hour for anyone getting the plus 50 culture points. I really don't know, because you've got 3 of the top 10 raiders are in our quad. We've decided to go for this. It's probably going to be quite a hot one. It's 113 fields away. It's a 150%, with some good other oasis around it for settling other villages. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how well we've done, and if we bounce, I am not going to be very happy at all. We don't actually settle till 3 in the morning either, my time, so yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one. As you can see, no one's settled yet. We were potentially going to either take a 125, or we were going to go for this one here, which is only 24 fields away. However, the rank 10 raider is only 10 fields away from that, so we didn't want to risk going 2.5 hours there and then bounce. But this is just a risk we have to take, and I'm very tense sending it off. And I'm probably going to be sitting on my laptop checking this every 10 minutes for the next 12 hours. So yeah, good luck to us. I think we did alright. Obviously there was stuff we fell behind on. We made too many culture point buildings, we didn't make enough troops, but we're rank 8 in resources and 1 in culture points, so we are probably in the top, maybe the top 5 or 6 to send our settlers off. But yeah, it's a tough one. Me and my duel just spent the last 10 minutes agonising about where we want to send to. And just for a comparison, this is the account where we didn't have good oasis and didn't raid, and we're only just getting the second settler on it, so we think, well, this account's definitely not going to make it, so the way to do it is definitely to raid, and you just need good oasis spawn. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and pray, and hope we get this, because this will be massive for us, and I'll see you later.